waking up out of my slumber, feeling like Rondo.
Yeah. How about another round of applause for Joe and Josh, folks? That was amazing. I was actually worried about what I would be able to say. They asked me to do the show. I said, well, it sounds really theater-y. I don't know, But God bless them. There is a freedom now that I feel. And the other thing, when I was asked by Heidi and Fanchon to do the show, is I said, well, I'm actually monoracial. I don't know. And I thought I would coin that phrase because I think people should get used to it. I think that monoracial people should have to say, well, I'm monoracial. Just so they know. It's like, oh, okay, there's things. If we want to have these levels, then you have to be one too. And I did want to say, and it's because people don't understand, I guess. The whole point is, we're talking about identity, and it is still, and I do. It's ridiculous for me to say, I feel the pain, but I do see, as we are going through this whole election, Barack Obama goes through so much. He walks such a tightrope, and it's okay for people. The thing that kills me is they still go, they use it as a slur to say, he might be a Muslim. That's bad. Still America, right? He could be an American Muslim. Like Muhammad Ali, couldn't he be president? Isn't that okay? Or if you like Paula Abdul. It's a broad spectrum there. And then I started thinking about it, and we had some backs and forths, and I said, even I guess, when it comes to identity, as a monoracial person, you still have to put up with a lot of garbage because even in my family, I have an aunt who makes a big deal about the fact that we are free blacks. Growing up, she said, I don't know if your mother tells you this, but we were free blacks. There is no slavery in our family until your mother married that man. And I didn't know that. And I got to know more about it because recently I had a son, and I wanted to do some family history. And I found out that although that my mother's side of the family they were, and I guess still are, free blacks, they are the worst bunch of cutthroats. Well, in my family. Here's the deal. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, not from here. Oh, yeah, hey, thank you. I can get a ride home. And here's how we came to Baltimore. The early Joneses, my mother's maiden name is Jones, they apparently you could rent someone else's slave back in those days, and they rented somebody's slave to help them build a home. And my ancestor and this slave got into an argument, and I'm saying slave because, I can say African, enslaved African, but, I'm a free black, so I think I'm better than him. They got into an argument, and my ancestor killed him. And instead of going to the gentleman, because, they didn't care, it's property, as long as you paid for it. It's like if you go and say, hey, I'm sorry, I actually killed your slave, and the guy would go, oh, well, you owe me some money. But instead of doing that, they said, oh, let's pack up because this was in Virginia, and they said, let's pack up the boat and sail up to Chesapeake to Baltimore, where nobody will find us. And that's how my family came to live in Baltimore. The free blacks. I'm supposed to be proud of that group.